Anyone who's beaten Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater knows about Ivan Raidenovich Raikov. Purely a joke character, he exists entirely for the sake of being humiliated and harmed or even killed as a way for the player to take out their frustrations about the character of Raiden's appearance as the protagonist of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. As discussed in my previous video, you're probably misunderstanding Raiden. At first glance, it seems like there's nothing much to him. The game characterizes him as a cowardly yet sadistic officer who doesn't take his duties seriously and eats literally anything, and that's about it. But if you pay attention, some interesting contradictions and odd details emerge. For starters, Metal Gear Solid 3 isn't the only game Raikov appears in. He also appears in Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops and Portable Ops Plus, as well as Metal Gear Online and Metal Gear Solid Social Ops. Dummied out content indicates that he could also have been a soldier on Mother Base during Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Considering what happens in that game, he dodged a bullet. Why would such a seemingly unimportant character appear in 4, almost 5 different games? Let's take a look at his stats in Portable Ops to see if he's still a joke character. Raikov's life points start off at 90 and max out at 150. This is only 10 points behind Ocelot, whose life points start at 100 and max at 160. It is also higher than several other characters, including Eva and most of the Fox team. His stamina points start at 300 and max at 400, which is an exact match to Ocelot and outdoes many other characters, including Eva, Cunningham, Jonathan, and again, most of the Fox team. He has an S rank with a shotgun, an A rank with an assault rifle, a sniper rifle, a knife, CQC, and throwing weapons, B rank handgun, submachine gun, heavy weapons, and traps, and C rank technical and medical skills. This is the same rank distribution as Eva, 1 S, 4 A's, 4 B's, and 2 C's. His listed careers are artist, meaning he can't be distracted by the magazines, though that's less because of artistry and more because, well, he's gay, and athlete, meaning he moves faster than other soldiers. Not so lazy after all. In fact, he's fairly useful. Let's move on to some in-game details. If you take a look at Raikov's uniform, you'll note that he has quite a few ribbon bars, indicating many earned awards. In fact, he has more ribbon bars than Ocelot does. Now, how would a lazy coward manage something like that? Now let's look at the photograph of him and Volgin. The director's commentary says, "Look at them smiling," but look at it again. There's only one smile here. In fact, Raikov looks downright miserable. The poor man looks like he hasn't slept in weeks. Our next point is the fact that Volgin directly states he was waiting for Raikov, but Raikov can be found wandering around the place. It's almost as if he's trying to avoid the man he supposedly loves. Interesting. Another thing is how he has Volgin's weaknesses memorized. Why would he need to know that? We also know that, despite supposedly being a lazy coward, his uniform can fit Big Boss, who's not exactly small. In fact, in the accursed cutscene in which his uniform is removed, you can see that he's pretty fit. He's not as burly as Big Boss, but if the uniform fits, you must acquit. Or whatever. And finally, there's the secret reaction you can get if you cheat and get his uniform without actually taking him out. He'll salute and say, "Do your job." What does this mean? There's one explanation that makes this all make sense. Eva theory. The Eva in Metal Gear Solid 3 isn't the real Eva. This is confirmed in her letter at the end. In fact, the real Eva is an unknown man. Now, it's possible that the real Eva isn't even in the game, but if he's Adam's partner, why wouldn't he be? Also, it's just more fun if he is. So let's take a look at who the real Eva could be. Of course, you know where I'm going with this, but stay with me while I lay out my reasoning, please. Here are the things we know about the real Eva. 1. He's a man. 2. He must know Ocelot, which is to say, Adam. And here are the things we can presume about him. 1. He's either American, Russian, or both, like Ocelot. 2. He's probably around the same age as Ocelot, 20. 3. He's pursuing the same general goal. And 4. If Ocelot is any indication, codename Adam, real name Adamska, his real name is similar to Eva. So then, who in Metal Gear Solid 3 fits all of these criteria? Why, it's the mysterious Major Raikov, of course. Male, knows Ocelot, Russian, in his 20s, conveniently very close to the target, that is, Volgan, and if you pronounce his name in the proper Russian way, the way I've been doing throughout the video, Ivan, Eva. You hear the similarity, I'm sure. It makes sense for a spy to have high portable ops stats, particularly one so similar to his partner, Adam. It makes sense for a spy to have done enough to win multiple awards. It makes sense for a spy to not be all that interested in visiting the man he's pretending to be in love with. It makes sense for a spy to know the weaknesses of his target. It makes sense for a spy to understand when confronted with a copy of himself that he's probably about to be taken down. It all makes sense. In fact, I'd argue that his character makes more sense when viewed through the lens of Eva theory than without it. And that's the basic structure of Eva theory. I have a lot more thoughts, and a good friend and I have come up with a great deal of lore for Raikov, but that'd take all day to discuss. If you want to know more, leave your Discord username in the comments, assuming you have one, and I'll happily message you to talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.